Hello, and welcome to episode 8 of Let's Play a Demo. Today we have Fill Up the Hole. This is released on the 23rd of April 2025, and it's a inspired idle clicker game inspired by the original the Gnorp Apologue from 2023. This is a nice retro game. We'll get straight into it. I'm just going to turn off this one screen effect setting that personally I think it's a bit garish, but we'll overwrite. I just played a brief 5-minute go just to see what we're dealing with. And if you're not familiar with the Gnorp Apologue, it's all about getting some of these little peons who run around and they're going to disappear off. I'm skipping all this text, apologies. And they throw stuff. They throw these little pellets, and it's kind of physics-based. So these little pellets I can actually pick up with my mouse, and I can move them around. And I can throw them into this gargantuan hole that we're trying to fill up. Very simple. It's not this isn't really physics-based. Go check out the Gnorp Apologue if you haven't. That's a really fantastic game that this creator the team here are trying to emulate. But yeah, you have a little peon throws and stuff in, and you can get some more, but you need to build them housing. So we build a little housing, we can get some more peons, we can get 2 more. Once we have some more money in the pot, I'll do a bit of helping, I'll do some throwing. Quite like the whoosh, whoosh noise that makes there. And we get 3 peons, and it is a clicker, it's an idle game. But it's one where you can. I've put a couple tens of hours into the Gnorp Apologue. I'm going to reference that game a lot here, so if you haven't, maybe go check that out. But it's a clicker game in the sense that you're trying to score attack this, and perhaps infinite. I don't know what this game will interpret it as. And yeah, let me just get some more building done. We've got so many things. We got a factory down, produce trash. So yeah, this is trash that we're throwing in the hole. And on the 10th cycle, produce more. Interesting. So yeah, it's kind of it's a real menu game, as one of my friends would particularly put it. And you get to chill out and just maybe do a bit of maths, try and min max if you want. Not too much thinking really. I mean, you could just so we ran out of trash here, the little backlog, and now we need a worker getting on this to actually produce some more. We can also make a catapult now. Drop trash in a storage. Workers will throw the trash to the hole. Okay, yeah, sure, sounds great. So we've got a catapult now. I'll zoom in a bit for anyone watching on their screen. This little catapult we got unmanned at the moment, and we got this little other thing that's appeared now. Looks like a rock. It's a rock. And we can also assign a worker to this. So you only have one worker running backwards and forwards at the moment, as this one's just chilling out inside perhaps. So we need to upgrade our housing to get some more workers. Look at that. Loads more trash. Trash factory. So maybe I get a bit of social commentary here. This is what all factories produce. We'll get some more peons to pick up the trash. So this will be quite a chill video, I think. There might be sections where I just let the game run, just fast forward, chill out. It's a late recording session for me, so nothing too stressful. Nice chill menu game. Another peon. All these. So yeah, we're filling the hole up. 69. Nice. Get in there. And then we have whatever this looks like a much bigger version of our little rock. Who knows? Maybe this will have some story implications. Why are we filling in the hole? Who knows? Well, who are the peons? What do they want? Should we try and name one? This is Jeff. Try and keep your eye on Jeff. We get some more upgrades, so I can do a bit of throwing. I do like how you can just send them off into the stratosphere. I think we need some more guys, and we can assign them to this catapult. Peon drop. Allow or prevent outside peons from dropping trash into the catapult. Yeah, you're allowed to drop trash in the catapult. And I'll do some manual. I'll get involved. Lead from the front or throw from the back. Maybe that's the way it works in Fill Up the Whole demo. You can really get some speed on them. Fun. So I'll speed this bit up until we get to 200. Ah, and we've destroyed this rock. And we've got this, a shard that I or something I can't pick up. I think that's what it says is, drops a shard once it's broken. Oh, it seems vet to be, oh, sorry. I didn't realize you could pick them up. Manhandling the peons. Oh. They're all running over. What's gonna happen? Earthquake. So this is after we reach the quota. It's gonna chuck out a bunch of trash. And we get a blue shard dropped. And all of our buildings have been destroyed, which is not very helpful. But we have all our peons still, which is quite nice. I think we'll get a factory close to the hole, and we'll immediately get some peons assigned to that. And I think we'll need housing to come back. But we already have 9, and we actually only have a maximum of 1. So maybe we can, you know, disrespect our workers slightly and just no housing yet. There's no need. We're not going to invest and try and maximise our rate of trash hole filling. Hopefully the peons don't unionise and come to take over. Get these ones that are really far away. Ooh, gained a blue shard. Upgrade tree. It's an upgrade tree. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what this is. Ah, yeah, upgrades quests. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. There's some, I guess these are achievements, maybe. Unlock the upgrade tree. Amazing. And now we have these yellow shards required. I don't think we have any yellow shards yet. We're carrying this one back, almost. They've taken it so far. Get another factory level. Do my part to help out. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. I'm just focusing on these. Okay, well, how much money have we got? 117. I think it's they've earned some housing now. We'll put it far away in case anything else important turns up. Now we can get some more dudes. Yeah, more dudes. Nice. Oh, we got green trash now. It's got a little hue to it. Interesting. Interesting. So I'm playing this on an OLED monitor, and it's really nice because the blacks are this black background is true black, as in the pixels are all dead and off individually. It looks really good. I'm interested to see what this would look like, say on my phone or on the recording, how it would come across. But you know, sometimes simple art style doesn't need too much. I think the Gnorp, if we're going to try and continue the comparison, I'll try and do some critiquing and critical thinking maybe then rather than just mindlessly playing. The Gnorp Apologue was quite a colourful game, but it used it kind of sparingly and it used it as a sign of levelling up. And I can see with the green, there's a little bit of inspiration there, but you know, with the building level up, I've got some trash produced by maybe level 4 is purple, level 3 is green, but we're starting to see something maybe. But we're still miles away from this 1,200. So yeah, more to be done. More to be done. Let's get those catapults built. Maybe one back here. We'll get some units catapulting. Nice. Yeah, so at this point everything becomes exponentially more expensive, just like your typical clicker game. Check the upgrades again. So we only have the one yellow shard, so we can't afford any of these, but quite interesting. I do like that it still runs in the background even while you're looking at the upgrades. Yeah, that's a nice bit of housekeeping. Quality of life feature. Yeah, more housing, more peons, more carrying. I think that's probably our limits at the moment, is trying to get everything picked up. Nice. But so far, yeah, it's certainly not. It's just the same as the Gnorp Apologue to begin with. If anything, it's very simple. I think the Gnorp Apologue had some interesting specific upgrades on the buildings. You know, kind of choices, I suppose, like this tech tree, like paths that you choose to go down. But it looks like all of this is unlockable simultaneously, or at least this. Yeah. Oh, these clouds. They're trash clouds. Nice, a little bit of extra trash. Factory disappeared. Need to get that running again. But this seems to be very simple, much more simple. You know, maybe a little bit disappointing, but you know, it's just a demo. It's just a much smaller game. But I would like them to maybe try and differentiate themselves slightly more than just the same base. I think that you want to try and build on top of what they're doing, not just recreate and, you know, copycat. So we'll see. We'll give it a chance to get there. Maybe these upgrades and things will unlock. So we've got actually 2 shards now. We can so catapult. Peon will store trash in the catapult. +1 maximum catapult on map. House. It seems to be a really simple upgrade so far. Just basically 1 more additional extra yellow shard when the rock is destroyed. I mean, that's clearly probably going to be the best, isn't it? Especially that's almost done. We'll go with that. And who knows, we can maybe get to some interesting, more interesting upgrades. They seem to be very simple though. Just more mining, research lab. Yeah. No crazy scaling. That's what I think the Gnorp Apologue had. There were some multiplicative benefits that you could get quite early on that were quite impressive. And those were what made me. I think I remember playing that game multiple times over, trying to see how fast I could beat it. And I'm, you know, not typically someone to want to do that with these kind of games. I think it's overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. So it's, you know, not a easy title to chase. I think that there's a lot of development that maybe still needs to go into this to, if it wants to, try and outdo its predecessor. But it's still pretty fun. I like watching the guys that run around. And the music's quite chill. It's quite nice. I think that Gnorp Apologue had some slightly more lively music that I think timed with the bar. And that was the other thing. That was a key game mechanic that Gnorp Apologue had, was that there was a kind of race mechanic. The score that you were trying to achieve would kind of decrease. It would kind of flow out at the higher volume, so it would become exponential. You actually have to hit a certain rate. That was the kind of problem, not just could you reach a number. It was, did you have enough production rate, and could you peak it at a certain time. So there are mechanics to limit the production rate and then boost it for kind of 10-15 seconds at a time, to get you over that kind of the steepest part, if you think of it like a kind of a hill at the end. And this is just a very simple, just get the score, which I don't think is quite so good. I think it requires, it's a bit less cerebral. You just, you know, increase the rate. There's no concern. Yeah, and then we break that one. I see the rock. Every time we break this, it looks a larger rock. But we got 2 shards, which I think, like that, I think is a key. That kind of a decision of getting that before you break your second rock. I feel like that's a difference maker now, because now we can afford one of these perhaps slightly earlier, one of these more expensive upgrades slightly earlier once we break that third rock. And we are in the money, absolutely in the money. And we're gonna fill up this last one. No, not last one. I'm sure there'll be more. What am I talking about? Oh, does this direct it straight in the hole? Amazing. And yeah, we'll earthquake straight away and just destroy all our buildings. earthquake. Everything comes tumbling down. And we get another blue shard. And all of our peons have nowhere to live once again. But we get a factory going. We get a catapult back here. And, you know, we'll get a house near the hole as well. And we'll get this upgrading and we'll assign our workers. But it's, yeah, that's the game loop. There's nothing really more to be said. I don't think we'll see this whole game for this video. If this is the kind of game that interests you, definitely go check out the Gnorp Apologue, and then you know, here's the one that's trying to emulate the success of that one. Yeah, I'll get some more upgrades here and then leave it running and just see how far we can get. Once these shards are collected, I'm hoping, what are we gonna get? I think we'll try and get to this research lab, perhaps. We'll see. Yeah, just thinking here. Yeah, we can get to scaffold miner, go through this way. We'll see. I do like the arc. One of the great things, again, I'm actually a broken record at this point. It'd be cool to zoom out some more. I was gonna mention that game that I've mentioned about 1,500 times already. But in that one, you can zoom out and you can see all the different things, and there's a lot more kind of. That was part of the joy, was just seeing all the different activities that the guys get up to. It's kind of like in Dwarf Fortress, or you know, even like something like The Sims. You just kind of sit back and watch your guys run around, and you know, they'd almost have like interactions with each other, and yeah, it was just quite sweet. I wouldn't say this one is probably lacking a bit of the charm that maybe that original had. But now we've got our shards, we can get the stuff. So I'm going to unlock more housing, and then we'll get this one, and we'll also, once we can afford it, we'll grab that. And then we'll get our second house down, and we'll split the upgrades between the two. So despite the price being more and more exponentially more expensive, we actually should be able to afford much cheaper housing. Because of the second one, much like in real life. Man, more social commentary from such a simple game. Emergent social commentary. Maybe that's what it's all about. I'm kidding, of course. I like these little clouds. Something to look out for. It's a nice touch. Something to do. Yeah, throwing them manually is definitely not doing anything anymore. Pretty pointless endeavor. Keep leveling, getting some more. I do that in quite a simple way. It's a bit confusing that this is like it's like the teleporter. We're like stealing these peons away from whatever multiverse, universe they're coming from, and we're putting them on this plane of existence. You got plucked up and told to chuck your trash in a hole. What's going on over here? All these question marks. Oh, was there too much for them to mine, perhaps? That's not very good. Does that mean that perhaps we're not going to be able to... Yeah, I think they stopped production. Maybe this mining on the stone strategy isn't going to work. I think we're going to need many more peons. Never mind, I said it was a futile endeavour. It's actually going to be critical to getting this next upgrade in a timely fashion. Because I want that next shard to be able to get the research lab, because I think that's going to be key to, I don't know. Sounds cool. Whatever it is, you know, we love to see what the research has to hold. I'm giving myself carpal tunnel doing that throwing. Try and get some more. Yeah, very chill, very chill. The music sets me back. Come from playing a high heart rate adrenaline game, come back to your the tried and true menu game to chill you out. Yeah, that's the way. he says as I have to go back to carpal tunneling to unblock this manufacturing. They're like shooting stars, like comets flying through. Make a wish. Oh yeah, I can't do that for too long. But once we're at 24, it's a very small percentile increase in output. So you know what? I'm gonna go and just leave this running for 5-10 minutes and come back and see where we're at. I'll see you in a minute. Bye bye. We're back. One of our houses got exploded. That's terrible. All these peons are homeless now. See, we're at 3,000. We've got a yellow shard. That's great. Let's spend that immediately on a research lab. Cool. We can build that now. Research lab. Another house, please. Oh, we can also... Yeah, let's just get back to a reasonable number of houses. So, what does a research lab do? Operate the building. I didn't even read what it does. Research lab. Do research, generate RP. 1 per worker. Okay. Cloud rate. I see it's these that have been, all the buildings have been producing clouds. Cool. Get some research going. 6 RP. Oh my god, we get a lot of RP. So these are multiple, you can research these multiple times. Yeah, that sounds worth getting. 21 RP per tick, maybe. Who knows? Is RP a thing you have to throw in the hole? Maybe it is. I can't tell. I can't tell. I still can't tell. But yeah, we're still pretty broke. Man, I walked away for maybe only the best part, kind of 2 minutes, 3 minutes. But this is definitely a game you're going to be needing to be leaving running for a little while. Something you can, if that's something you like, you know, you can go walk away and feel like your peons are doing something. Maybe lost on some people. Click on these clouds. Yeah, I think we'll get to this. We'll get to this last earthquake, and then I think I'll call it a day. I think we'll be there in just a little bit. Spend some more research points. Because I think this, to me, this is the real game. And I don't think it's presented in necessarily the cleanest way. Yeah, I think perhaps you could. I would tie this directly into the buildings, or at least maybe have it separated out. But you know, maybe it works. It works. Building upgrades. Yeah, I think the catapults are key to unlocking this. But we're almost there. It won't be too long. See what are the last upgrades. Oh wow, it really is a big tech tree. You need to even scroll around. Building upgrade, pull trash on the left to the right. Oh, that sounds fantastic. I can imagine it sucking up all of this. Rock trash. Definitely get that. Oh, so much for that upgrade. Well, build it again. We'll rebuild it bigger and better. However they say it. Yeah, that shard's not making it back in time, I bet. And the hole's almost filled. We just want to get across. Maybe that's why we're trying to fill the hole up. We're going to get to this massive rock. We love bigger and bigger rocks. Why did the peons fill the hole to get to the other side? It's actually just a massive why did the chicken cross the road joke. Honestly, that wouldn't... Yeah, and we lost another building. Our factory's gone. Actually, I think having a lower level factory would be benefit. I think we want to get these later rock points. So we'll leave this as a low level factory. We won't even... There's no point even putting someone on it, I don't think. Just see if we can get up to... I think this catapult upgrade would be cool. Although, doing the maths, we need 2,500. We're about 700 away. Certainly not 700 left there. And we lost our research building as well. My god, we're dropping like flies. I don't think there's anything we can even afford for... Oh, almost. We'll get that research lab back, but again, we won't even put anyone on it. I'll just try and unlock this rock. I feel terrible for these miners that I got that aren't doing anything useful. So a slightly longer video today. Slightly longer video for this. Not that, you know, not that this game isn't deserving of extra time, but it's just a game that needs it to try and get to those points to show off, you know, how it really wants to, what the strongest stride is in the game. Ending. Oh, the end of the demo. Well, there we go. I guess you didn't even have time to go check out the cool vacuum. Oh, we would have just afforded it. Oh, we can't even afford the actual vacuum. Well, that's your hook to go try out the game. Can you get the vacuum before you beat the game? Like I have here. Well, there you go. Perfect timing. Fill up the whole demo. Go check it out on Steam. Yeah, coming soon. Watch this space. Thanks for watching. If you've liked the video, then please drop a like and yeah, subscribe if you want to see more random Steam demos in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.